What's going on, guys? It's the 25 here, and welcome back to another episode of our Fire Red Randomizer Nuzlocke. So in the last episode, we went through more of the SS Anne, and we're about to finish her up right now, and then head on to the gym. All we have left to do is obviously to take on the rival and get cut, and then we'll be heading straight to the gym, so that's cool. So this video here is Saturday's episode. So I know I mentioned this in the last episode, but you are technically going to get them back to back. I unfortunately had some minor inconveniences. I won't even say inconveniences. It was really just poor judgment on my own part, so I'm not even going to try and swing anything. It was just like a judgment on my part. So I was kind of not paying attention to the time or using it as wisely as I should have. So the last episode literally got uploaded like at 12:02, and I literally am not over exaggerating, at 12:02 on technically it'd be Friday, so technically you guys are getting back-to-back videos, but that wasn't the game plan. So I'm sorry for that it didn't go up Thursday, and I'm also sorry that you're getting, I mean, obviously I'm not sorry you're getting double, like, you know, back-to-back videos, because obviously that's just lit for y'all, right? But again, like I mentioned the last time that this happened, unfortunately, it's not going to be a habit. It just kind of happened because, like I said, I just wasn't, I didn't manage my time the best, unfortunately. He's an Intimidate spin rack, so I'm not even going to mess with that, so I'm just going to go Nummel. And Blossom, I'll just stay in. Why not? Wow, another Intimidate mon. Both of his mons had Intimidate. What are the odds of that happening? That's kind of crazy. Wow, that didn't one-shot? Huh. I mean, I know Nummel's not like the strongest thing in the world, but like, alright. So we'll check and see what that item is too. Sacred Ash. Alright. So let's go take on the rival here. See what he's got going on. Yeah, we've already seen this dialogue before. So he's gonna lead off with the Wigglytuff. Okay. I can stay in. So fat. Wigglytuff is definitely fat. I mean, he's frail at the same time, but he is fat. In terms of basically just HP. Well, and special defense kind of too, but not really, but... Alright, cool. Glalie, I don't want to protect. That's cool, Glalie got another level though. He got caught up to speed with the rest of the party real quick, but I guess I had him in the front for like the whole entire time, so I guess duh he would. Excuse me, guys. Alright, Thundershock. Awesome sauce. I love Magneton so much. He's definitely one of my favorite Kantomons. Sharpedo staying right in Magneton. Keep it rolling. Another Thunder Shock, and this should be an easy one-shot because Sharpedo's super frail. Yepper. Awesome sauce. Oh, Spark, yes. Perfection. That's way better than Thunder Shock. And then his starter Weeping Bell is actually going to be Glalie because I didn't heal Numble because I'm a nunce. But it's still fine. This actually is even more ideal than using Numble because, I mean, granted they are both neutral, but obviously, like, you know, well, actually, I guess, yeah, I guess I don't have a point. Actually, let me completely retract what I was going to say because the point that I had is now not even a point, so good job, Aiden. You English and talk so good. Alright, let's go help the captain out here, yes. Alright, so now we got cut. I don't want to give anybody on my party cut. And actually, I don't think anybody on my party can learn cut anyway. And I honestly don't even know if anybody on my PC can learn cut. So I might have to bring Charmeleon out of the death box just to be able to get into the gym. I mean, technically, right? Well, I mean, either way, I would have to take him out to progress with the game. I was about to say, technically, I don't even need to do that because, you know, I can surf later, but no, I do need cut regardless. So to get to Dark Cave, not Dark Cave. Yeah, no, it's Dark Cave. No, Rocky Tunnel. Dark Cave's in Johto. I'm getting my favorite games confused. Because, you know, as I mentioned, guys, Gen 2 is my favorite generation. I think that's a nostalgia thing though, more than anything. Because I mean, I would say I'm not like a blind Gen 2 stan. Like I'm not like, oh yeah, no, it's a great gen. Like I know it's got its flaws. Like I know that for a fact, and I don't fight anybody on that. I even recognize them and talk about them myself. But it just for me personally, I don't know. I really love the Johto games. I guess I could give it to Torchic. Yeah, I'm just gonna give it to Charmeleon. I'm still so hurt that we lost Charmeleon, guys. Yeah, I'm gonna put Mariel on the PC. Because Mariel's just bad. I'm still so hurt we lost this Charmeleon, though, guys. But I did, when I went to go check out the Torkoal, guys. Where am I going? What am I doing with my life? I went to go check out the Torkoal while I was, after I caught it or whatever. And it also actually has pickup. So, I low-key think that, if we, God forbid, lose Numble, I'm going to use, what's his face? I'm gonna grab Torkoal out of the PC before Torchic, and I'm gonna do that for a couple of reasons. One, just purely because of not wanting to use starters, even though this technically isn't Torchic's generation, it's still a starter. And like that's sort of the, I mean, it in a way, it's the point of a randomizer. I mean, like I said, this isn't Torchic's game, so randomizing, like it being coming, oh my gosh, I can't talk. It appearing in a randomizer in this game isn't that big of a deal. Like, you know, it's like, oh well, that's cool, but just because of the fact that it is a starter, and I mean, like, we've all used Combusken and Blaziken a million times, I'm sure. All of us have. I know I have. My favorite of the starters from Hoenn. Followed super closely by Swampert. You know, I've honestly literally never in my life used a Torkoal. I've always wanted to, don't get me wrong, but Hoenn isn't really the region for fire type mons. Like when you really think about it, it's not. Oh, I'd love to have that Meryl right now. Dang it. Because you know, if you think about the way that the gyms are set up, like Roxanne's the first gym leader. She's a rock type. You obviously don't want to use a fire type around there. Like I mean, luckily, her like ace is 16, so you can get to a combustion and you know, it sort of be okay. You know, because like at least that makes you neutral and gives you a super effective move on her. But then your second gym, you have Brawly. That's fighting. He's neutral to fire. I mean, with Combustion being the mon that it is, you know, it has Peck, so you have something super effective at least. But as far as like, you know, resisting his moves or like really having effective stuff against him, you don't have anything because, you know, obviously Peck is super effective, but it's not stab. So it's not like it's gonna do good damage, but it's not gonna do great damage, you know what I'm saying? And let's see, third gym is Watson. He's electric. That's neutral on both ends, no matter what. Like, I mean, you're super effective and stab against his Magneton, but you know, like that's it. Just his Magneton, not any other one of his mons. Then you go to Flannery for the fourth gym. She's a fire type. You know, you have your fighting stab, sure, yes, and you would then resist her stab, but you're not super effective, so you know it's not like, oh yeah, cool, let me definitely bring it basically, it really only works for your starter. It doesn't work, you know, because you can get Torkoal by that time, and Numel as well, actually. Although Numel having the ground typing Numel is actually really good for Flannery's gym because of that ground typing. Anyway, that's not the point. Like, you know, Numel's the exception, I guess. I like it. Well, because, you know, actually, I was going to say Macargo would be too, but you don't get Macargo by that point, so no, it wouldn't be the exception because you literally don't even have it. I almost went to Charmeleon right there, guys. I forgot that it wasn't one of my usable mons. And then you go to Norman, and he's normal type. I mean, granted, that works for your starter, because, you know, Blaziken's fire fighting, so, you know, you have your fighting stab for his normal types, so, I mean, that works. But, again, you don't resist him, so it's, you know, one-way thing. Then you go to Winona. She's a flying type. You definitely don't want to use your starter at all. I mean, you can argue, you know, Torkoal or Macargo by that point, because they're not, you know, Macargo obviously would be better because it's a rock type. Camerupt as well. I mean, Camerupt's a ground type. You can argue them, but they're still not ideal because it's not, you know, super effective, and they don't resist. Macargo does, again. Like, the only one that you're really good against would be Tropius, because that's, you know, a grass type. Okay, I forgot to use double team. Okay, there we go. Let's see, and then you go to Tate and Liza. They're psychic, but they have a Claydol and Lunatone and Solrock, which are rock types as well as psychic. So those two resist fire, being rock types. Claydol with the ground type move is super effective against fire, which it uses because every one of their mons is either a flying type or has Levitate. And then let's see what else. And then you go to the water type gym leader, either Wallace or Juan, depending on what version of Gen 3 you're playing. So obviously you're not bringing a fire type there at all, no matter what. And you definitely don't want to use Blaziken against Tate and Liza because he'll get washed because of the whole, you know, being fighting against psychic deal. But two of their mons resist and can hit you for super effective damage, and 3 of their mons out of 4 can hit for super effective damage. So it's like, you know, fire is not very, and you know, even against the evil teams, against Team Aqua, you're not gonna use a fire type against all their water types, and against Team Magma, unless you have Camerupt or Macargo, you're not gonna use, well, actually you can't even use Macargo because Rock is neutral against Camerupt, because he's a ground type. Oh my gosh, I was hoping that was gonna be quick and easy for us. Let's see how long this takes us, guys. That was attempt number 1. But yeah, and then, you know, even in the Elite Four, it's the same in the Elite Four. Sydney is a dark type. You're only good with fire types against Cacturn and Shiftry. Granted, you can use Blaziken. Oh my god. You can use Blaziken pretty effectively because, you know, he's got the fighting stab, but that's it. Macargo doesn't help you any extra with his rock stab. Camerupt doesn't help you any extra with his ground stab. So it's like, you know, really, what's the point? And then you got, there we go. That actually wasn't that bad. That was only 3 tries, guys. All right, let's switch the party order up a little bit here. I don't want to lead with Glalie. Let's see. Let's lead with Gramble because he hits like a truck. I like Gramble. Let me heal him up really quick though. Next is Phoebe. She's Ghost type. Obviously, if you're using with Blaziken as your starter, you only have half your stab. But none of the other fire types that are available, even their secondary stabs, if they have one, aren't useful. So it's just neutral against neutral, which, you know, is what it is. Glacia, 3 of her Mons are also water types, so you're neutral against them. The only ones that you can actually be beneficial against are her Glalies. I mean, Blaziken will be okay because of the having fighting stab against her, you know, water types, her 2 Celios and her Walrein, but I can't remember the movesets off the top of my head, but I know the Walrein for sure has Surf, so that'll take out your Blaziken. And I want to say either both of her Celios do, or at least one of them do. That I don't remember. I know at least one of them do for sure though. So, you know, that's obviously not going to be ideal. And then next you have Drake. What are you going to do with fire types against dragons? Literally nothing. And then after Drake, it's either Wallace or Steven. Now, against Wallace, you're definitely not using a fire type because he's got all water types. And Steven, if you really look at his team, you really are only going to be good with a fire type against, what, Metagross and Skarmory? He doesn't even have Skarmory, does he? What's his team? What is Steven's team, guys? He's got Metagross, Cradilly, Anorith, or Armaldo, I mean. He's got Skarmory, doesn't he? What's his other 2 Mons? I know he's got 6. Why can't I think of Steven's team? Wow, I haven't played Ruby and Sapphire in a long time. That's how you know I play Emerald more than anything else. Okay, I know for a fact he's got Armaldo and Cradilly, and Skarmory and Metagross. I know for a fact he's got those 4. What else? Oh, he's got an Aggron. Yes, he does have a... Yep, he definitely has an Aggron. But that's still only 5 Mons. What's his 6th Mon? Aggron, and Armaldo, Cradilly, Skarmory, Metagross. What is your last Mon, Steven? What is your last Mon, and why can't I think of it? It's gonna irritate the crap out of me too, guys. I think I want to get Flash too, but I don't think actually any of my Mons can learn Flash. So I guess that'll be pointless. Oh, that's kind of bad. I know how to get through Rock Tunnel. I just don't want to waste the time of like, because like I don't have it memorized. Oh, I can give it to Pikachu. I'm not using him anyway. Oh, I'll get that when I get there. So yeah, I am gonna use Flash, guys. I know, terrible YouTuber, terrible gamer, fake Pokemon fan. I know, but anyway, I'm gonna wrap things up here, guys. We got the gym battle done and dusted, so that's 3 gym badges now in our possession. In the next episode, we're gonna head through the Diglett Cave to get to where the Flash HM is, and then start making our way to Rock Tunnel to start progressing with the story. So if you guys did enjoy, please leave a like down below. I'd really appreciate that, and click that subscribe button if you're new. And with that, I will see you guys on the next episode. See you later, guys.